Hello friends! Welcome to my channel Anime Zone Sensei. In this video I will show you top 10 anime with action fantasy genre. Who don't want to see overpowered main characters? But I really do like overpowered main character. So in this video I will show you some of the best action fantasy anime. So watch full video and subscribe my channel. If you enjoyed, then like this video, also share with other who likes this kind of videos. So let's start. Number 10. Orient. Freed from the rule of samurai 150 years ago, the people of Hinamoto live peaceful lives and revere their liberators, demons whose true forms remain elusive as gods. Fated to mine rocks for the demons to feast on, Musashi knows the grim truth: humanity is enslaved by these otherworldly beings, and the samurai are the last bastion fighting for freedom. Hiding his true opinion from his peers and growing distant from his childhood friend Kojiro Kanemaki, Musashi lives in angst until the day of his graduation. When the fresh graduates arrive at the mine, they are horrified to see the inhumane treatment of miners and the uncanny physical appearance of their overseers. However, Musashi manages to endure thanks to Kojiro's help. As the demon leader wreaks havoc on the quarry, Musashi is saved once more from certain death by the Takeda samurai clan. Recovering from humiliation and yearning for adventure, Musashi embarks on a journey to become a samurai and form his own clan. Number 9. The strongest sage with the weakest crest. At birth, mages randomly acquire one of the 4 crests that represents the extent of their magical capability. Equipped with a crest specializing in creation, a man named Gaius reached the ceiling of his potential, becoming known as the world's strongest sage. Despite his overwhelming power, he is unsatisfied with his abilities and desires to possess the mark suitable for close combat. Knowing that a person's crest is unchangeable, Gaius decides to reincarnate far into the future, hoping to alter his fate. Thousands of years later, Gaius is reborn as Matthias Hildesheimer, successfully obtaining his long-coveted crest. However, he is surprised to learn that in these times, magic has vastly waned, and the techniques that were once widely used are now nothing more than just a speck of legend. Moreover, the crest that he painstakingly strived to attain is now considered the weakest, merely dubbed the crest of failure. Nevertheless, Matthias naturally exceeds all expectations. He enrolls into the royal capital's second academy, acing every trial that comes his way. But soon after, Matthias discovers the dark truth behind humanity's downfall into magical mediocrity, demons, and endeavors to remedy the consequence of his millennia-long absence once and for all. Number 8. To the abandoned sacred beasts. With the initiation of the Patrian Civil War came the creation of half-beast, half-human soldiers, a development of the outnumbered northerners in a desperate attempt to counter the overwhelming southern forces. Able to quickly dominate battlefields and achieve victory with ease, the soldiers' godlike abilities earned them the name Incarnates. However, as the war raged on, the Incarnates encountered a problem involving the beasts inside them that they were unable to rectify by ordinary means. Once the war was over, mysteries and accounts of the Incarnates submitting to the misfortune of their war days surfaced. Aware of the horrors they faced during the war, Special Sergeant Major and former captain of the Incarnates Hank Henriette becomes a beast hunter, those who take the lives of Incarnates who have succumbed to the issues they experienced on the battlefields. After witnessing her father, a former Incarnate soldier, meet his end at the hands of one such beast hunter, Nancy Shaw Bancroft resolves to hunt the man who took her father's life. However, Nancy's eye-opening encounter with the beast hunter influences her to instead seek the reason behind her father's death, and the Incarnate's problematic existence in society. Number 7. Radiant. Nemesis, powerful and mysterious demonic entities that fall from the sky and vaporize anything they touch. The only ones who can combat these creatures are sorcerers, those who have survived an encounter with a nemesis, but were infected in the process. Seth, a sorcerer from Pompo Hills, sets out on an adventure to exterminate all these nemesis. Accompanying him are Doc and Mealy, fellow sorcerers who share his ideal. Their main objective is to bring about a world where sorcerers are no longer persecuted for being infected, and to that end, desire to destroy the source of the nemesis themselves, the mythical Radiant. Number 6. Broken Blade. Rygardt Arrow is an unsorcerer, one of the few, 1 in a million, people completely lacking the ability to use the quartz stones used as an energy source for everything in this world. This status has made him an outcast, and an object of scorn, leaving him unable to work machinery, fire a gun, or even light a lamp without aid. His father had desperate hopes that sending him to a military academy might awaken some power in him after all, but no such miracle occurred. Rygardt has since become a farmer on the isolated outskirts of the country of Krishna, but the friends he made while he was there, and the loyalty he has towards them, is about to change everything. 2 of them now sit on the country's throne. And when they summon him to the capital, he discovers just how sheltered his life has been. Krishna is in danger, war is about to break out, and the conditions for surrender put forward by their enemies are impossible to meet. An elite unit of enemy troops is already launching attacks on the capital, an elite unit led by their old friends S. What is Rygardt supposed to do when his inability to use quartz leaves him utterly useless in the face of the battle that looms ahead? When he stumbles into a powerful and ancient mecha that the quartz-wielding people of Krishna have been unable to use, he may just have found a way to stand amongst them, but when his friends are on opposite sides, where does that truly leave him? Number 5. The Daily Life of the Immortal King. This anime series is different than other. When you start watching you will notice it. As a cultivation genius who has achieved a new realm every 2 years, since he was a year old, Wang Ling is a near-invincible existence with prowess far beyond his control. But now that he's 16, he faces his greatest battle yet, senior high school. With one challenge after another popping up, his plans for a low-key high school life seem further and further away. Number 4. We have a certain scientific accelerator. Academy City stands at the forefront of scientific and technological progress, best known for their development of espers, those capable of wielding superhuman abilities that alter the rules of reality. The most powerful among them are the level 5s, and the one known as Accelerator reigns supreme, even after being weakened by a severe brain injury. By his side is the young girl known as Last Order, whom despite his cold demeanor, he holds closely and vows to protect at all costs. Though Accelerator may be recovering from his injury, the dark side of Academy City never rests, and so he finds himself unwillingly caught up in the midst of a new conflict. When a mysterious young woman approaches Accelerator in pursuit of Last Order, the highest-ranked Esper is confronted by a venomous organization that has taken root in Anti-Skill, Academy City's peacekeeping organization. With dangerous forces on the move that threaten to put Last Order and her sisters at risk, the self-proclaimed villain prepares to step into the darkness once again. Number 3. The world's finest assassin gets reincarnated in another world as an aristocrat. The world's greatest assassin had sworn lifelong allegiance to the organization that raised him. However, despite his loyalty, that very same organization takes action to silence him, ultimately leading to his demise. Drowning in frustration and regrets he can no longer suppress, he finds himself in an audience with a goddess attracted by his exceptional skills. The goddess offers him reincarnation into a magnificent world of swords and magic so he can perform a crucial mission: prevent that world's destruction by slaying its hero. Accepting the goddess' request, he is reborn as Luff Tuatha Day, the son of a noble family of assassins serving the Alvan Kingdom. Under the guidance of his father, Luff learns new assassination techniques that significantly differ from the cold-blooded and unsympathetic killing style of his previous life. Furthermore, his other talents bloom, allowing him to meet new allies and acquaintances. Even so, Luff knows that his efforts are far from adequate, because a monumental adversary such as the hero can only be defeated with perfection. Number 2. Tsukimichi-Moonlit Fantasy. As part of a mysterious contract agreed upon by a goddess and his parents years ago, Makoto Masumi finds himself sent to another world to meet the goddess and become the hero. However, the deity deems Makoto to be hideous, refusing to even lay eyes upon him, and revokes his heroic title. Disdainfully giving him the ability to understand all languages except the human language as compensation, the goddess drives Makoto off to the farthest edges of the wasteland, far from human civilization. Due to the disparity between Earth and this new world, Makoto's inherent physical and magical capabilities awaken, making him extremely powerful. He meets various demi-humans and mythical beings who all end up being captivated with his characteristics and join Makoto in building a new community where all of them can peacefully coexist. Nevertheless, despite this success, Makoto still yearns to meet fellow humans. In a world where the goddess herself has barred him from interacting with his kind, it is up to Makoto and his companions to fulfill his desire and perhaps reform society along the way. Number 1. Overlord. Overlord is a isekai anime where main character is overpowered. This is my most favorite isekai anime. There are total 3 seasons. But 4th season is coming in this year 2022. The final hour of the popular virtual reality game Yggdrasil has come. However, Momonga, a powerful wizard and master of the Dark Guild Ainzel Gown, decides to spend his last few moments in the game as the servers begin to shut down. To his surprise, despite the clock having struck midnight, Momonga is still fully conscious as his character and, moreover, the non-player characters appear to have developed personalities of their own. Confronted with this abnormal situation, Momonga commands his loyal servants to help him investigate and take control of this new world, with the hopes of figuring out what has caused this development and if there may be others in the same predicament.